Hello, besties. Good morning. Probably gonna title this. I finished my first book of 2026. Who knows? Um, so late last night, your boy finished another book. First book of the year. Um, First volume of Skill Spear. I've been writing that book for a few months, on and off. So I wrote the first 10 chapters as I was finishing Bodega Cat, book 4. Um, it is done. I'm very happy. This is probably gonna be a trilogy, which means I am going to keep writing it. Uh, just so we're clear, I'm going to post the end of one book um, today on Thursday, and then I'm going to post the first chapter of the next book tomorrow on Friday, and then I'm going to move to Monday, Wednesday, Friday because I was doing 5 days a week, slowing down posting to catch up on editing. Um, Very happy about that. So the book is done. It's going to go through a dev edit later, but right now it needs to sit for a month, trying to speed up my process so I can get stuff out faster. But this book will probably not make it out until 2027 unless I get really, really fast at doing my dev edits and just start releasing stuff faster. But then I have to covers. I have a great cover for this one that's already pretty good. It is. I don't know if YouTube will let me show the cover here though, so I'm not going to do that. But you can see it on Railroad. There's a link below to my ongoing stuff. Bodega Cat just finished posting Wednesday, book 4. I left it in a spot where I could keep writing it if I wanted to, but right now I am done with the series. Because then I would just have to make it like a more sprawling thing. So anyway, here's what I learned writing Skill Spear. So Skill Spear is not a deck builder. It is a lit RPG. It is skills based, and the difference between this and other ones is that you have to find a skill gem to get the skill, and then you can advance in the skill up to level 100. Um, and a lot of the plot was based off of me looking at the Hierarchy series by James Ilsington, which I recommend, and then saying how would I do this differently, um, and how in my own way, because I really enjoy that series. It's a trilogy. The second book just came out, and there's a lot of theory crafting about that, and I'm just I'm going to theory craft my own world, where they do the same kind of cataclysm every so often, but the other world is like demons and all this stuff. Spoilers. Um, so if you haven't watched the Hierarchy series, if you haven't read the Hierarchy series by James Islington, there's gonna be a bit of spoilers in this. This is your chance. But basically, first book is kind of an academy setting and a intrigue setting, and then in book 2, something that happens in book 1 makes the characters split into three characters on 3 worlds. And each of the worlds has a different magic system. Then the magic systems used to be like on one world, and then the world split 40,000 years ago, right? So I had that idea. I'm and then every 300 years there's a cataclysm that causes 95% of people to die um, on the planet that we start off in, Res. And I kind of said, all right, what if we had a cataclysm, 2 worlds, and the reason that the cataclysm is unclear because people keep dying, but there's these elites that kind of know why it is, and I'm just all right, I'm spinning it out. Okay, so I know where I'm going with this. This next book is going to be about politics and intrigue and um, stuff, but it is a time looper, which means that there is a interesting time aspect to it. Because at a certain point, he gets a new set point where he can reset back to when something happens based off of what's going on in the book. And and if you've read, it's a combination of a bunch of ideas. So the main character, Ludair, he was a bookie at an arena because I'm tired of people being the arena fighter. I'm okay, I want the guy that makes the bets. That guy, he's the main character. And then he has all these friends that he makes through his loops, and he's just I need you to stick around because like he has his friends from the lower class, the lower caste that he's like friends with. They all work customer service jobs at the arena, and he's like, "You two, I'm gonna stick with you. I'm gonna do right by you because all those times that I wasn't able to save you in these loops, because the first 30 chapters is him just stuck in a loop of demons invading the arena he's in and trying to like kill everybody in the town and take over, right? And so like he like lives for like an hour or two, and every time he tries to fight the demons, and he's like feeling these visions. And it's like a Roman Empire level technology. It's like Bronze Age. I might be wrong on this. Don't correct me if I'm wrong because I don't care. Um, don't care. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm happy to finish a book. I don't know if I'm gonna make this long one because I don't have much time today. Um, didn't expect it to finish, but now I know, like, because I wanted to end on at a certain point, and that point just happened in the narrative. And if you go read it, it's like 94,000 words. Um, you'll see, like, all right, he did this one thing here, and now he's paused, and he did this other thing here, then he paused, and then the next loop started. He did that a couple times until he figured it out, and now he's at an impasse. He's like at an inflection point, and I'm like, I want to end here at this inflection point. So the first book is done at this inflection point. Then I want to start writing on the next book after that, because it's going to be like 10 hours already as an audiobook. The way it's written, maybe 9.5. Who knows if it'll get longer than the thing. I might decide that I want to add more to this later, but I don't really know. I just looked at Bodega Cat's 285,000 words, and that's going to be 4 books. So like divided by 2, that's like 70,000, 80,000. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, so I finished the book. I enjoyed writing it. It became he gets recruited by a senator halfway through, and he starts going to this academy because the senator wants to use him for something. And if this is familiar, it's because you read the Hierarchy series. But yeah, I've taken elements of that I like, plot elements that I like. I made my own world, and then I took the systems of Stubborn Skill Grinder and Paragon of Skills. So Stubborn Skill Grinder, it's like you can get any skill, and then but like only True Mastery gets you to like level 100, and there's only a few Grandmasters like that have that. And then Paragon of Skills, each skill you get has to come from a skill gem. So the cheat for this main character is that he has a skill called Skill Swap, where he can swap skills with somebody, and as long as the person or him gets that skill to level 2, because it starts at level 1, they can keep it permanently, which is like broken. But like I'm also like, there's a reason why he gets that and nobody else gets that, and it's gonna have a lore specific implication because it's a lit RPG. But yeah, so check out Skill Spear. Um, Still writing it. I'm going to be writing it until probably April, mid-April, when I start my next project. And I'm only doing one project till December, right? So just doing one at a time. Although I might just do a relaunch. I might do a relaunch of something because I have something dev edited. So yeah. So thanks for listening to my ramble. Check out Skill Spear. I wrote it because I wanted to do like something that's pretty on meta, and it did not do as well as I thought it was going to be. Probably because I need to edit it more. So I'm going to do some editing. I'm going to do an editing pass like right quick, and I want you guys to check it out. But maybe like next week. If you like this channel, like and subscribe. Let me show you some art I just did. Did this yesterday. I can mark this thing. And I did this one 2 days ago. So I am still going. It's still worth the time for me to do that. Yeah. One of these is my kid, maybe. Stay fresh, besties.